What's going on, guys? It's your boy CJ Balla. We're here with another video for you guys. We have a pretty dope build, packed chock full of a lot of damage. So this build is a rage build. So basically what we're doing is we're banking off of overpower, rage, and rage hunter. So these effects will give you some really good damage. If you stack them all together, it comes out. If you like playing more of a glass cannon, get things done, dish out as much damage as you can, and you manually play safe rather than having things that just protect you the whole time, well, you will get a really solid amount of damage, fun, and high risk for high reward type of playstyle with this build. So basically, let's go down the effects. Let's go down what we have lined up for you to use at your disposal. What's up, Book? What's up, Wookie? What's up among you? How's it going, my guys? So we have +1 Knockout King. All right, this is one of the effects that we're not banking on, but the little bit helps. So we have 5% stagger, which helps really good. We're not banking on warmth, but warmth, if you must know, reduces duration from frost effects. So by 60%, and it's a +2 there. You'll get that just by having the build on. You have overpower +6, 80% damage versus staggered behemoth. You're gonna get a lot of damage for using just the axe alone. The axe packs it's enough stagger for you to, stagger it alone. But in addition, we have +6 rage. The rage is what we're mostly banking on. Low health. So when your health is 50% less, you get 25% extra damage. That is just amazing. So to couple that for the survivability, we have 2 9 lives. So 8% chance of halving the damage that you take. We're not banking on it, but the little bit helps. That little bit helps definitely. So we have Rage Hunter, which is the other one, the last one that we're going to be banking on. Rage Hunter gives us 50% damage versus a raged behemoth. So when a behemoth is enraged, you will give a ton of damage out. You will dish out 50% extra damage, coupled with the 25% damage. That's 75% damage stacked right there. So coupled with the 80% damage for staggering that behemoth while it's enraged, that is a ton of damage. That is just a ton of damage. So under that, we have Bloodless. This reduces the wound effects. So that reduces wound effects. For toughness, we have +1 toughness, which gives us an additional 50% health. That's just to keep us alive while we're fighting. Just to keep us alive. So the 20% for our lantern with etheric attunement will give us the extra usage of our lantern while we're beating face, while we're actually dishing out some damage. It's gonna stack our lantern. We're gonna utilize our lantern while we're fighting as much as possible. So then we have a pacifier. Basically, what pacifier does is it gives you 20% stagger versus enraged behemoths. That comes with the axe that we're using. That will give us little extra stagger in there. So help you knock it down. To couple it with the Knockout King, which gives a little 5%, and the overpower is where we want that reward for the 80% extra damage. So then we have Energized as our last effect. It charges our weapon for 20%, for extra 20%. That's really decent. It helps really well on that. So we're definitely going to be banking off that. We're definitely going to be trying to get as much out of that one as possible. So while we're at the stagger and the effects, we need to know what weapon we're using. We're using the Rage Cleaver. The Rage Cleaver is really solid. So on the Rage Cleaver, we have +2 Rage Hunter Cell. We have the +2 Rage Hunter Cell. Then we have the +3 Energized Cell. That's where we get our Energized from. So then we have for the chest, we have the Shroud Chest. The Shroud Chest has +3 Rage on it. For the Lantern, we have the Shreve Lantern. So the Shreve Lantern helps a ton, specifically because it gives you attack speed. We have the movement speed on the instant press, but when we hold it down for 15 seconds, we have 15% attack speed. If you're using an axe, the attack speed helps. The attack speed helps a ton, and it will definitely give your charges faster. Because if you have more attack speed, that bonus attack speed will let you charge your your axe's effect, and which will give you the additional bonuses towards your passive. So it increases your charge rate, which helps a ton. For the head or the helmet, we actually have the Frost Helmet. Frost Helmet gives us Knockout King, and we put Overpower +3 on there. Oh yeah, by the way, on the Lantern, we have Attunement +2. So the arms, it gives us Toughness, which is where that extra toughness comes from. We give Overpower +3 on there. That will help you with your takedown, with your damage when the behemoth is down. And then we have the legs, which has +2 on there, which is the Race Tail legs. So we have the Race Tail gloves and the Race Tail legs, and we have +2 cell on those. So this is the build. For the consumables, you can take an array of things, but in my opinion, I would like to be a little bit more tanky. So take Balrog if you want to charge your attacks or make your attacks go in faster. You can take the Blitz. You can also take Assault if you're trying to stagger it. If you're trying to focus on that stagger a little bit more, you can take the Assault. So I like to take Assault, and I like to take the Bulwark Tonics. I do occasionally like to take the attack speed, but I feel better having the Iron Totem so that I can decrease that damage that I take, because you're more of a glass cannon with this style of build. You can, if you don't have anything, you can always sub 1 slot in with the stamina. The stamina pot is just decent. It fits almost in any build. So thank you guys for jamming out with me. This is CJ Baller. I wanted to give y'all another build to work with. This is a definitely easy build to get a hold of. Fighting Rage Tail can be a handful, but the payoff can be very, very awesome. Thanks so much for jamming out with me. I'll check you guys later.